I don't think that you or me really fully understand how big of a deal this whole recompiling and decompiling scene actually is in an era where companies are just seemingly removing physical media. I know you're all fully aware of this right now. It's like one of the biggest topics. Right as soon as Sony did it too, the PS5 emulator started coming out and booting games and everything. So I thought that that was super funny. And then Xbox is like kind of taking the exact opposite path of Sony. And let's be real, Xbox has kind of been under the table, if that even makes sense, which it doesn't make sense, but I can't think of anything else to say in order to explain the thing that I was attempting to explain. I'm like trying to think of other things to talk about here as I go down these rabbit holes of many things that we're going to be covering today. PS1 Recompilation, definitely pronounced that right, Recompilation Tool RecompOne goes live. This is basically a PS1 game recompiling decompiler that recompiles and decompiles everything really quickly so that you don't have to do it yourself, which is the most superior way to do things, because if we don't have to do it, that means it's going to be done quicker. This project is not vibe coded. AI was not involved in writing the code. We all need to pronounce this super important thing that is really important of AI not creating the thing. This project does not support vibe-coded ports. AI can be super useful, so this is like one super long explanation of why it's not vibe-coded. Speaking to read only memo. Flaffy adds. Flaffy. There's no way that's his name. Flaffy? That's like the most best name ever, bro. Flaffy? Flaffy Duck. Man, how many times you can pronounce that? They're genius. I don't like using it personally because I like writing my code, but I can see how it can be useful and more monotonous. We're about to do the super smart thing here. Boom. Slam this. Monotonous. It sounds like a dinosaur, doesn't it? Definitely does. Don't even disagree with me. Monotonous describes something that is dull, tedious, and repetitious. Man, I'm making myself look like a super mega ultra genius right now. Dull, tedious, and repetitious. That's definitely me right now, being a super mega ultra genius. I'm a dull, tedious, and repetitive super mega ultra genius because it lacks variety. Definitely described me in 4 words right there. Okay. The problem for me is that some people think AI can do anything for you and you don't need to actually learn it, which is absolutely the case. It just does it wrong, which for recompilation, definitely pronounce that right. Again, recompilation will not work at all. You don't need to only... Hey, smart guy. There you go. I jiggled my brain into working. You don't need to know how the recompiler itself works. You also need to know how the game internally works. You need to put the time and effort into it, which AI can't by itself. I don't want RecompOne being associated with sloppy recomps.
This right here is my intelligence firing, creating a template so that I can feel better about myself by not forgetting to inform you of subscribing and liking the video if you actually like the video.
Now let's get back to it. Mario Kart Wii recompiled for PC. It adds 4K. And online play in August beta. Dude, you have no idea how badly, and I'm being freaking so serious right now, you have no idea, and I'm actually being serious, like genuinely leave a comment on it because it would be the most best thing ever to do. How many of you would actually watch the full video, by the way, if I buy a cart from Amazon, like one of the like adult carts from Amazon. I go to the store and get a bunch of bananas, get a Mario suit, and then I even might buy 2 of them, get a buddy to do it with me, and then just drive around town on carts with bananas and throwing the bananas in the... You can't tell me that wouldn't be the like best moment in the history of moments. I don't know what it is. Like, really think about that. Imagine just like going out right now, right? And you see Mario and Luigi riding around on carts, throwing bananas. You can't tell me that wouldn't be the like best thing ever, bro. That would be the funniest thing ever. I really want to do it, but it's like a $2,000 investment. And you're risking getting arrested for throwing bananas in the road. I really do. I think that would be the best thing ever. I don't know what it is. But regardless, this is another recompiled PC. And this is going to add on, online play in the August beta. So we're like roughly, I want to say 7 days. No, we're 8 days. We got 31 days in this month. So we're 8 days away. Announced on July 15th. Your boy can only make so many videos in a week. So I'm like a week late. I'm honestly thinking about like doing like daily videos, man, just because it's hard because you saw like but at the same time, it's cool because it's clearly working out for me where people, I get like 1,000 positive comments and 1 negative comment. And for some reason, my brain just always focuses on the negative one. But like, I get so many positive comments. Like one, this guy, my favorite one is this guy makes me feel like a kid again. The second one, this guy, I feel like I'm just hanging out with a friend right now. And the third one is just my uniqueness, the goofiness. It literally feels like so anyways, I'm going down a rabbit hole that I don't need to go down. But what I was getting at here is like the longer videos of me just sharing cool stuff and hanging out with people seems to be doing very, very well on the channel. But regardless, the banana throwers are coming to PC. That's the best thing ever. I think it's like super awesome. And it's going to be online as well. So we'll be able to throw bananas multiplied by the internet's multiplication abilities. Resident Evil steps aside. The Dino Crisis remake is finally upon us. Dude, so there was a game at school. There was a dinosaur game where you would run around a jungle and collect eggs. And I don't know what the game is. It is so irritating that I cannot remember the game. And I've been trying to find it for so long. It was on PC. It was on a PC because we were definitely playing it on PC. Why did I say that like 4 times in a row? But it was a computer game. It was like 3rd grade as well, by the way, which was like ancient times in the history of the time of dinosaurs. Resident Evil Dinosaur Crisis is finally upon it. Dude, I love dinosaurs. It's like the best thing. Dinosaurs in outer space. I really do. I study it all the time. There was a what is it called? It's like a universal word, so I'm trying to think of it. It's like only super smart people remember it. It's a big word. But this is awesome, dude. I'm excited for it. But the thing is like this is what I'm talking about. Is like this isn't a recompilation. Why is that so hard for me to pronounce? You genius. Hey, Google. Oh, my TV. Fuck. How do you pronounce recompilation?
That's pronounced reconciliation.
No. Hey, Google. I'm talking about how do you pronounce recompilation for like the video games that get ported over to computer and then run on a computer that aren't supposed to run on a computer. The whole recompilation and decompilation scene. How do you pronounce those words?
Reconciliation is pronounced R-E-K-U-N-C-I-L-E-E.
Google, shut up.
With the
Hey,
stress
Google.
on the 4th syllable.
No, I'm talking about recompilation, like porting games over to a computer. How do you pronounce that? Don't even do it.
Recompilation is pronounced recompilation. In software
Hey, Google.
development, this refers to the
Bring me back to my Garfield gameplay. You can go away now.
Returning to your recent Garfield gameplay. Enjoy the rest of your session.
Since I just did that to myself, I'm about to do it to you. Hey, Alexa. Hey, Siri. Brother. Don't even restart. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Garfield for the win. I literally unintentionally did that to myself, and I hope I just did it to you as well for anybody that doesn't have that version of the instant recognition of itself. Best moment of the video right there. But anyways, I don't remember what I was talking about. Stupid Google. I hate you. Remakes, right? Is that where I was about to go? Remakes and remasters and all these things. And then they sell it to you again for like, how many times has Uncharted been remade like 7 times now. But anyways, let's come over here. This is actually a recompilation version. Hold on. I need to, according to Google, recompilation. That's how you pronounce it. Recompilation. You need to poo it. All right. So we got now to run the classic, you won't have to look for an emulator, which is the best thing ever, dude. I'm actually being serious, man. This is so awesome that we can like port these video games that are not supposed to be on PC over to PC and then play them on our PC at a PC level where it's like a better version of the game that isn't supposed to be on PC, but we're literally using our PC. And I know I just confused the living crap out of everybody that just listened to me say that, but it's legitimately what happens. It's a game that's not supposed to be on PC, running on your PC with the ability to use your PC and play the game at a PC level where you're able to adjust the field of view, the frame rate, and all these super duper mega awesome cool stuff, which is the best thing ever. And it's confusing you and it confuses me at the same time. Another recompilation, Fable for the win. I mean, my memory comes from the first one. And the stupid friggin' skeleton I could never get by on one of the paths that I never beat, and I just wrecked my controller. I actually still have my original Xbox. And I'm actually being serious. What was your favorite Xbox game, by the way? All right, I'm gonna Amped was probably the best one. I'll go down a rabbit hole. Amped was a good one. And the worst part about Amped, which we do actually have this open, because Xbox is low-key bringing their original Xbox over to the thing. Amped is one of the games that have the memory leak in the emulator. And like the XEMU emulator, there's I want to say a handful, but there's like multiple handfuls. I just don't have multiple hands. Well, I do, but I don't remember the exact amount of multiple hands I need to describe in order for the multiple hands to actually be accurate. There's many video games that have a memory leak in the XEMU emulator so that they don't actually run in the well, they do, but then like 5 minutes down the road, it starts like 2 FPS, and it's the most dumb thing in the history of looking at things. Man, you're rambling on right there. How many times have I not shut up? 14 minutes I've not shut up now? Really? Whoa, what is that? Oh, it was an ad. Frick you. I got ad block there. Games radar. Hey, ad block, you need to be updated. That wasn't the best ad block. It almost blocked it, but it blocked it more than I would have liked it to not be blocked. But this is just another one, dude. Fable 4. And I literally forgot where I was headed. This right here is not a recompilation. Poolation, by the way. Pixel trailer, latest details and screenshots. This stuff makes me so happy. This is like the best like new video game style. This like 3D, 2D pixel art of combination of the 3D and then the pixeled. I love these games. What's the other ones there? Land of Oblivion is one. Or wait, no, that's not the one. I'm looking at my Steam games. There's a lot of games that are doing it right now. My favorite one is probably Replaced. The Replaced is like such a beautiful game. But anyways, holy brother. Goon Squad. I saw a video the other day. We're living in an era of gooners. I didn't even know what the freaking word meant. It's the only reason I clicked it. So then I found out what it meant. And it's kind of true. And it was a video on Fortnite. And I clicked it because of the thumbnail. And it was because of the skins that are coming to the game. It's like this summer party gooner video of Fortnite skins. And I was like, brother, what do you even mean? Is that actually a skin that's coming to Fortnite? And it is actually a skin that's coming to Fortnite. And I'm like, bro, this is a game for kids. Sheesh, this is a long article there. Gamatsu. But anyways, this is an awesome game that I'm actually going to play. I've never been big on turn-based RPGs, but this one is just, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I definitely probably do. It's my ADHD, incapable of sitting there and battling in a scene where I'm not able to move around for more than 30 seconds. But Yeah, I've just never been big on JRPGs. I like action RPGs, and I don't care what you say, they're better than the JRPGs. But this one looks like a combination of it. It's like a action turn-based, quicker version of it, and I'm actually going to play this because it looks super cool. See, you would think this is a turn-based thing, but it's like not. Man, this is such a long freaking article, bro. Look at that guy. Or girl. Whatever you consider yourself. This one's a zombie. I don't know, man. Hey, article, when are you going to end so that I can shut up and not have to make myself look stupid? There we go. Boom. Watch this. Nope. Ear blaster. Oh, what'd you do? Like, take a screenshot of, like, every frame of the video? See, watch this. It's like a 2D, 3D, big top-down. This is like, it's like a combination of everything, man. Tell me this isn't cool. If you don't think that this looks cool, you're stupid. And I don't care what you say. I'm smarter than you, and I know that you're dumb if you don't like this. Dude, I really do. This is such a would you go away thing. Thank you. Why are you not going away? There you go. I needed to move my mouse, genius. See how it's not, I mean, it is turn-based, but it's like, it moves. See, watch. See how it's moving? So my eyeballs and my brain will be like, okay, you're not sitting in the same place pressing a button that sends your action over to the thing. See, there's movement again. More movement, 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 movement. Some of my brain will be like, okay, we're actually moving at this moment in time. So this is very cool. This right here, PS5 emulator, hit a major milestone. And we're able to boot into the menu and customize our character. Or, well, not customize our character, but it like boots past this part, right? Well, it didn't even boot. Actually, is that the part that it boots into the menu? However, you're able to get into like the settings, right? Don't even blast my ear hole. And my desktop audio is muted. Right here. There you go. Right here. See it? Hello? Okay, you aren't paused. It's like running at 2 frames per second, right? Brother, why do you do this to me? Get out of my way thing that's on the thing. There you go. See how it's moving and you're in the menu that you can like get into? That really is such a karma slap to Sony. It's the best thing ever. Like it literally was like was the best timing ever. It was like within a few days of Sony announced that we're never going to bring you a physical game for 2027. No more physical games. Boom, a PS5 emulator. It was the best thing ever. It was the best moment ever. I don't care what you say. It really, the timing of it was awesome. So this right here is where I was headed when I was about to grab my original Xbox games. I actually do. I have my original Xbox over there. It was an Xbox scrub. Xbox backward compatibility for PC and handhelds launches with 4x upscaling and Game Pass. So, dude, like, the thing is like when people start talking about emulation and like, I know that there's a handful of people, well, way more than a handful. I know that there's a lot of people that, just kind of whatever. They're into emulation so that they can play tons of video games. All right. And I get that. But for me, man, like a huge majority of my time on these like emulation devices, it really just comes down to like browsing the actual game, like browsing, like, you get the full console and I just like sit there like this game, video plays over here, read the description, check out the video game as I'm reading the description. This is a cool game. Nice. Next game. I read, oh, this is another cool game. Oh, hey, I've never even heard of it, but I just like browse them. But at the end of the day, man, most of the games that I play, they're just like the games that I grew up with, you know, like, and the problem is that like not as a kid that grew up as an Xbox scrub, the XEMU emulator's not, I don't want to say it's not good, but there's a lot of the games that I like. Amped, as an example, it's a snowboarding game. It's like one of my favorite games. It has like epic music. It's just a fun game. it has the memory leak problem. The same thing with whatever. You get my point. So when stuff like this happens, man, it's like if Sony would do this, like if they brought their whole PS1, PS2, and PS3 library over to PC, I am willing to bet you a lot of money people would have no issue supporting Sony and just buying the games for their computer so that they could play the video games on their computer at a better resolution with this shader enabled to just re-experience their childhood. All right, because to be completely fair, man, most people have no idea what emulation even is. It's like the handhelds that I give people, man. Like most people have no idea what those even are. And yeah. So, anyways, let's continue here. The reason I was explaining that is because, like, if Xbox, Nintendo, and Sony would literally just bring their games to computer, like point blank, here's the video games that we've literally created over the past. Well, Nintendo was longer than this, but like for Sony and Xbox, like what, 30 years now? I'm willing to bet you a lot of money. A lot of people would just simply buy the games for their computer. And I think that computer is kind of, well, not right now. Well, at this moment, at least, it's kind of like out of the ballpark for most people. But I do think that once, like in NVIDIA, which we are going to cover here, the NVIDIA ARM chip, and there's also other people that are like, what's the word? I'm going to use combobulating as my word, which is definitely not the word, but it's the only way I can think to explain it. They're combobulating Android mobile's stuff with graphics cards, and there is a thing on this, and I'm going to share it. But anyways, this right here, Dolphin Emulator has almost achieved compatibility with every Wii and GameCube game, or official game, which is cool. But that's literally all I need to say. Moving on. Developer cracks universal offline exploit for this console that I'm not even going to mention at that moment in the very same paragraph because I don't feel like losing $7 million of mentioning a name. That isn't even, get out of here. Oh yeah. Hey, everybody, how many of you are going to just do this? Daily tech news in your email, as in I'm going to send you 40 emails in a single day. Then I'm going to sell your email to these 7,000 other companies so that within 3 days, you now have to check your inbox with 4 million, bajillion, quintillion freaking emails. Get out of here with your dumb thing of collecting my email to sell it to multiple companies. Stupid thing. How many of you actually ever even do that?
Developer cracks universal offline exploit for Nintendo.
That's 2 times speed? No way. Hold up. Hey, genius, you need to speak fast.
And Switch 2. A developer has discovered a vulnerability.
Oh my goodness, listening to that would be the most disturbing thing ever. I'm not even going to listen to it. Anyways, this right here, we got developer has discovered a vulnerability with this console and that console that opens the door to this thing and then other applying applications. Sick. Don't even need to read more. Epic. Screw you, Nintendo, and your dumb suing stuff. Our favorite PS2 emulator for Android just got material theming. My brain is incapable of understanding that. Hold on. Our favorite PS2 emulator for Android just got material theming. Hey, brain, turn on. Our favorite PS2 emulator for Android just got material theming. Why does that make 0 sense? Expect playtime metrics and background music too. That even confused me even more. AI summarizer. The ARMSX2 emulator for Android has just gained material theme support. Oh, so it's a theme. That's the dumbest name ever. I don't care what you say. Material theme. Hey, how do you like my material theme? That's the stupidest name. I don't care what you say. This new update also brings background library music, playtime metrics, and a few other tweaks. This emulator is honestly like bossing off right now. This follows recent updates this week that delivered faster CPU and GPU emulation, as well as autosave capabilities. This emulator, I'm actually being serious. Hello? Do you not want to open for me? Of course not. Screw you. Well, I'm not even going to do it. You can see it. Zoom in. This is how you see it right there. You just zoom right up on in there. All right, we got languages, we got themes, material. It really is the stupidest name. I don't care what you say. And then there you go. So it's just a whatever emulation station interface that is actually super awesome. All right, where am I up here? We got 4 million tabs open. Next up. This thing is sick, dude. I'm actually so surprised. The cool thing about this, hold on. Did I miss anything? Nope. All right. So Anbernic reveals new slimlined RGSP retro handheld. So it's actually more than that, dude. Like they actually move. Whoa there, buddy. You already muted it. The screen is not like combobulated in the middle or on the lower part of it to make the top look stupid. They like listen to everybody's feedback. Hold on, we got to do it. The dumbest part of it. Hold on. I never understand why they use that music for it. It's the weirdest thing ever. But so you have an audio jack. Whoa, holy crap. It's slimmer. The screen is in the center. You see right here. I've never understood why they did that hold on. So like man, how many times are you going to pronounce the same thing that you pronounced a moment ago? So this one right here is in the center, right? You see how this one's like in the center? And then but the thing is like there's another version with the joysticks, which is the stupid version. I don't care what you say. And your joysticks clogged my brain cells. I can't think of what I was trying to say there. But my point being is they listen to people, which is like not a normal thing to do in 2026. So I can't wait for this thing, man. It's like pretty much the exact same thing. It's slimmer and they moved the screen in the center so that this top part doesn't look dumb. Here, hold on. RG35XX. Let me show you what I'm talking about. No, hold on. SP. I forgot. Hold on. Where's the one with the joysticks that is stupid? Well, it's not stupid, but it's not like it's the bro, come on, really? It's always the one that pops up except for right now. You're dumb. This one right here. I hate you. Oh my goodness, they actually just got sued for a whole lot of money. Bro, get out of here with your crap. Jeez, Louise, bro. No. Okay, please don't do it. I hate you. All right, well, this is Walmart, so I'm just going to zoom it and click it. Hello. Why do you miscombobulate me? You see how this is like a perfect Game Boy Advance. I hate you. Get out of here with your zooming. So you see how it's a perfect Game Boy Advance resolution, but look at the top. It's stupid. You see how big the top part is? It looks so dumb. Why does this one not look stupid? Hold on. I really hate when this happens. I promise you it looks dumb. Why are you not... with joysticks? Oh, that's why I typed 2 5s. Hold on. Okay. Now I understand why it was not showing me the ones that I was supposed to. All right, please tell me why are you doing this? This never happens, bro. I'm not even going to bother your stupid articles. My point in trying to attempt to explain the things that I was attempting to explain there. Why do I have so many tabs open? This right here. It used to be the top part was like big and it just really looked stupid. So they fixed it. Next up, Mangmi reveals full specs list of upcoming Air Y handhelds. I really like the way this one. I actually just barely bought it's a Mangmi handheld. It's like why the frick can I not? Somebody told me to buy it in the comments, so I did. Crazy, right? But anyway, that video will be up on that soon. Air Y and Air Y Pro. We got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 662, Qualcomm Snapdragon 865. We got all these specs that I know you desperately need me to read to you, but I'm just going to let your eyeballs witness it so that I don't have to read it to you, because I know you want me to like get miscombobulated reading things to you, but I'm not going to. So there's your specifications. No way. Okay, I was going to say there's no way that has 64 gigabytes. So there you go. That's all your specs for this handheld. I really like... Okay, well, I could have just like simply not zoomed in on that photo of not a good resolution and showed you this right here. So there's the stuff. Those two articles in a row. I hate you. AYANEO unveils Game Boy Advance lookalike to the Anbernic RG34XX. Says, stay tuned for more. Dude, this one is sick. This is so sick. Hold up. Like, compare what you're seeing to this. I like the way that looks way better. Hold on. So this is the one that it's supposed to be comparing itself to. See it? Beep, boop. That bird up there always pisses me off in the morning. I love it. It's like, it makes me smile when I go for a walk, but it literally distracts me every morning. Beep, boop. There it is right there. It replied to me. Hold on. Beep, boop. It didn't reply to me that time. I love, dude, the Game Boy Advance is like the best handheld ever. It really is. It's my favorite handheld. And I feel it's like so sad that other people are buying handhelds now that cost $5,000. There it is again. It's replying to me. Beep, boop. There it is. It replied to me again. They make me smile. And it's hard to ignore it. Squirrels too. Squirrels actually irritate me. But anyways, let's move on. I'm actually super excited for this. I'm curious to like what the specs are going to be, because they haven't announced the specifications for it. But AYANEO, they're like the company that's releasing the $5,000 handheld. So I'm actually curious to like what the capabilities of this thing is actually going to be, because I'm not saying I don't like it. It's back in my day, the Game Boy Advance was literally $100. $100 was the Game Boy Advance for inflation, actually. So that actually is a lot of money in today's money. So it'd be like probably like, well, if $100 was $100 when the Game Boy Advance came out, that means it would be like $700 right now, because the government likes to print money out of its ass and then charge you and me. Snapdragon 4 Gen 6 detail is true. They do it. Gen 6 details Surface, better graphics, faster RAM, and Wi-Fi 6 support. Leaked details on Qualcomm Snapdragon 4 Gen 6 reveal an Adreno 6 series GPU upgrade, LPDDR5 RAM support, and Wi-Fi 6 with Bluetooth 6.0 options. Key upgrades for the budget chipset that powers millions entry-level Android phones worldwide. Entry-level? Am I just stupid right now? Hold on. It's probably the case. The GPU leap Adreno 4 to Adreno 6 is well, obviously, that's the graphics. CPU similar configuration. Unknown clock speeds. To me, dude, the clock speeds aren't, because I mean, I always like undervolt the Android handhelds anyway, because you get better performance when you undervolt them. LPDDR5 arrives in the budget tier. Okay, so this is actually, okay, so I get what they're saying right now. So pretty much what they're doing is the budget phones are getting good memory, and at the same, they're probably going to cost a lot and will no longer be budget. However, this is, at this point in time, dude, it's like we have, the reason I'm covering this is because I'm pretty sure that this is going to be in competition with NVIDIA's N1X chip, which we do have open here, which is epic. This right here, this performs better than a Steam Deck. By the way, just so we're clear, this performs better than a Steam Deck, and it's actually, I mean, it's an Android tablet. It's not a handheld, so, and it's pretty big, but that's crazy to me that this is an Android phone with a PC emulator is actually running PC games better than a Steam Deck. But at the same time, the Odin 2 Portal also does run some, at least, PC games better. I was gonna go grab it, but. We are literally from a few days ago. I made a video on it. All right, so yeah, that's what, and this has a Snapdragon Gen 5, bro. No. Where's the spec of the CPU? Of course, you're not going to tell me. You're going to make me look stupid, and that's okay because I don't even care. Gen 5 right there. Snapdragon Elite Gen 5. Paired with Nubia's aqua-core cooling system, and it has like the water cooled like stuff up there, which is pretty cool. This is awesome, dude. Mini LED laptop. I'm pretty sure this is the first one, and mini LED is superior to OLED. I don't care what you say. I love mini LED displays. That TV over there is mini LED, and there's so like I guess it depends because like an OLED on a smaller like a handheld device actually looks really, really, really good. But like, and anybody that's ever like done like anything, like I want to say like 65 is the max. Like if you go over 65 and get an OLED TV, dude, at least for me, man, my brain, the blacks on it just like mess with my brain, and it like literally irritates me looking at it. It's really awkward. But this is sick, bro, because I have this laptop here. This is one of the ASUS ROG Strix laptops. This one has the RTX 5080 in it. And dude, like this thing is an absolute monster, man. So like I want to see like, because if they can like put the N1X the N1X chip in that thing, and then like get the, again, I'm kind of like just going off the opinion here. The biggest problem with ASUS laptops, bro, is their battery sucks. Well, hold on. That's actually, in fact, that's not an accurate state. The battery's good, but because the laptop is so powerful, the freaking battery doesn't last. Whereas, I mean, if you disable the GPU, it does, but that when you disable the GPU, like kind of defeats the entire purpose of having it, you know? And like when you're editing, like if you have like DaVinci Resolve or something, which is what I use that thing for, like it was kind of a waste of money. I've used it like 5 times, if that. Super big waste of money. I literally bought it for traveling. But anyways, the reason I was saying the N1X chip is like, if they do this, they got a mini LED display, bro. That's like, that one alone is kind of like, okay, that's pretty fire. But if they can put an N1X chip in it, which is an ARM CPU, and like all these Android CPUs are really, really good with power, you know, like your phone, depending on the phone you get, I have the S25 Ultra. Or 24 Ultra. I forget which one I have. It's the Samsung phone. It still lasts me. The battery in it literally lasts me like 2 days, you know? So, and obviously a laptop. Acer and Gigabyte will launch RTX Spark laptops too, but not before Microsoft, ASUS, and MSI, because ASUS and MSI are the bigger companies and deserve NVIDIA's Spark system to be sold first so that they can make more money than the cheaper companies. So there you go. And I'm actually being serious. MSI and ASUS are going to be the first ones. It's just, okay, here we go. RTX Spark systems will be available this fall from ASUS, Dell Technologies, HP, Lenovo, Microsoft Surface, and MSI, with models from Acer and Gigabyte to follow. The initial few aren't a big surprise. Are you going to like just make me look dumb? Of course you are. MSI and ASUS will be the first companies to launch Spark Lappies. Lappies. Destiny and Halo, like a combination of these two games, that to me just sounds super awesome. And it fits the whole Destiny vibe. You know, like it's like, think about it, like just like looking at, I mean, I know they're like 4 of the exact same armor suits right now, but like Destiny has the armor. So like if this game comes out, it's not, I very highly doubt we're gonna get like characters that like this will be this whatever type of character, Vanguard, whatever they're called in the game. This will be this type of a chief. I don't know. Rather than a Vanguard, they'll be called chiefs. And then this will be this chief, and that will be that chief, and that will be that chief. This will have this power. This will have this subclass power. This will have this subclass. You know what I mean? So it's like, it fits the whole Destiny scene perfectly. But what I'm concerned about is the overcomplication that they did with Destiny 2. And I'm not saying that Destiny 2 is not a good game. It's very clear and obvious to me that from where Destiny 2 was when it first launched to where it is now, like been like 6 years. How long is June? No. When did Destiny 2 release? September 6, 2007. So, sheesh. Oh my goodness, man. I've been doing YouTube for a minute. I feel so like crazy. But anyways, my point in explaining that, dude, is if they can simplify it and they don't have, I mean, I guess at the same time, it's kind of like when a game if Destiny 2, because you learn it, you know what I mean? Like when a game first comes out, you kind of learn it. But the problem with Destiny 2 is when it first came out, like I went from Destiny to Destiny 2 and I tried to like the game for like 2 years. And I hated creating videos on it, man. So I just gave up, which is when, I mean, well, it took me a few years to start the other channels. But my point being is it just a Destiny Halo MMO would be totally my vibe. 100%. I would absolutely start playing that without any questions asked, or I would at least try it. You know what I mean? And then it's like when you try something, if you can actually figure it out and learn it, it's like from that point on, it just makes any updates or DLCs or anything not feel overwhelming because you actually understand how to play the game. But anyways, man, I'm going to go ahead and end this, wrap it up. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.